The design of that is the mod guitar. So the mod guitar, a original Jim Chaps Peace Foals. Let me see if you can see this a little better here. Is a playbill from one of the rare concert appearances. So fresh folk music, 1536 in Forms 1A. Doesn't say that on this playbill, but that one I talked about last month in the Vidcast, how 1536, that's the year of King Henry VIII doing more of his misdeeds of executing clergy, which greatly informs our USA First Amendment to the Constitution, Establishment Clause. So the Establishment Clause, you hear a lot of modern takes on this, but the lawyer schools, really to do justice and to the truth, have to be informed by the events of 1536 England, in which an established religion was mandated. Okay? It had nothing to do about using the word God. God's a given in the United States, right from the Declaration of Independence, all of the references to divine providence, nature's God, endowed by their creator. Okay, God is a given right from the get-go. So it's a matter of how one practices their religion that cannot be established, that cannot be mandated. So King Henry VIII was out there closing the monasteries of all of the different faiths. He had, the year prior to 1536, he had Catholic St. Thomas More murdered, executed basically, and because the power from Rome in King Henry VIII's way of thinking was usurping his power. And our founders, much to their credit, never wanted to see that happen in the United States. Therefore, the Establishment Clause, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of a religion, nor preventing the free exercise thereof. So you want to be a Catholic, be a Catholic. You want to be Protestant, be a Protestant. You don't want to be a religious denomination of any sort or stripe, you think the whole thing's silly, you're free in that regard also. But 1536 informs the First Amendment. Okay. And different logos, they're called gymbols. They're symbols that are original. So if you're a person given to creative pursuits, you can write music, you can write lyrics, poetry, you can draw, you can learn how to use Adobe Illustrator. In the first ever edition from 1988, when it was called Illustrator 88, how many fossils do you know that actually began using that program then? So I've just stuck with it. I was always mesmerized by the logos of the national football team helmets, and wanted to find out how is it possible to get graphics that crisp, that precise. And I found out. Okay, so we're switching the guitar up here. My name is Hanley. I was a fireman. I proudly wear this suit of blue. This fine morning at this dedication, when we honor the fallen, not so few. My shoulders are square here in Venice, Florida, with others who serve and protect this place. I wear my white gloves, my shoes have a spit shine. The brim of my hat shades the lines on my face. When everyone was running out, we went running in. New York for firemen. My father was one and his father too. In-laws, cousins, sons and nephews. That's what we do when everyone is running out. We go running out. Running out, we go running in. Since September 11, 2001. Under my left arm I carry a portrait of a brave young fireman, Sean, my son, when everyone was running out. Sean went running in. Running in. 343 taken firemen. In honor of the fallen. See, something current that's going on right now, happy about the success of this song called Rich Men North of Richmond, and delighted that messages like that can get out. Since 2003, when I wrote the song New York for Firemen, I was part of the Sarasota, Florida Folk Music Club, and was part of a songwriting group where we had an assignment to do a personality sketch song. So the following week we were all going to report back with our assignments. So it was actually kind of fun to make you feel like you have an assignment to do. And I wasn't sure what to write about, but there was a local newspaper in Venice called the Venice Gondolier, which ironically enough I used to work for in the late late 90s, like 97, 98, 99. Actually, remember I worked for them. Had won an award on the night of Tom Brady leading Michigan to a comeback victory at Penn State. So it would have been like right around 1998 where I had been working at this Venice Gondolier, unbeknownst to me that I would then go through the breakup of a marriage and lean back into songwriting, joined the Sarasota Folk Club, and with the assignment to write a personality sketch. The paper came, and Venice has a park, Patriots Park, and a shout out to Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, who's actually made a nice contribution to some structures there at the memorial at Patriots Park, which is off of US 41 bypass in Venice. And the newspaper arrived in 2003, and on the front page has this picture of a firefighter in his uniform, all dressed up and white gloves on. So, okay, there's a personality. And ever since like the 2001 event happened, we all as a country knew about it, but outside of it, New York, or if you had any involvement with family or a close friend, it was just something that happened to somebody else. And learning about the Hanley family and then just writing about it is something that was important for me, and it led to the song. The song is really a vehicle to deliver, this story of the tragedy at a more personal level. We went running